Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song who on the station. Controlling the interest. Look how these kids dress. You cashing them.
Yo, I almost blew that. I almost blew that. Because I almost forgot about it. Almost forgot about it. Shit. Man. What's the deal? YouTube. How y'all living? How everybody doing, man? Welcome to the party. I know what time it is. All Purpose Podcast. I'm a little antsy tonight. I've had way too much fucking caffeine today. Way too much caffeine today. We got one. Oh, they dipped off. I bet y'all know who that was. They'll be right back, probably. Oh, man. Of course. I knew it was him. Greeny, what's up, bro? How you living, man? He said, you know what I'm saying? Green always usually the first one here, no doubt. That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all already know what it is, man. Welcome to the party, All Purpose Podcast, Monday Night Live. Man, this past weekend, sheesh, we got some shit to get into. Let's just put it that way. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know me, man. Seven Da Pantha, a.k.a. the Carolina Hurricane Ridiculous Slang, a.k.a. your baby mama's favorite rapper, a.k.a. Pod Strickland, if y'all getting the point. You dig? And, of course, I got my brother Phantom in the building. Phantom, how you living, man?
Brother, I'm here. I don't know, bro. I'm about to try to change my name. I'm going to become Phantom the Chef.
Oh, shit. Hold up. Something just... Oh, I know what it was. I was like, I can't hear shit. I didn't have my headphones on my head. Yeah, that's a little... It is what it is.
There are a lot of Phantoms. I might be Phantom the Chef from here on out.
Phantom the Chef. I love it. I love it. Hey, it fits. Shit. Hey, just in case y'all don't know, my nigga nice. My nigga nice. But anyway. Yeah. Nice. We used to work in a restaurant together, in case y'all didn't know. Evan Almighty will be here shortly. You know what I'm saying? Our schedules is crazy, man. Like life be life and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we get it done all the time, every time. Oh man, I don't even know. Like I already know where I want to start, but I kind of want to wait for Ev to get here. So man, how was your weekend, man? Let's just talk some shit for a minute. How was your weekend?
Boring as hell. Same old shit, different day. I would just like to say I told you so.
Hey, you can say that. Hey, you can say that. But hey, I'm gonna tell you some good shit that I seen when I was watching that game. I was like, okay, whichever way this go, I ain't gonna be mad because what I'm seeing is some dope shit. But they should. The people that I wanted to win that game should have won it. That's all I'm gonna say. The people that I wanted to win that game should have won it, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But I also feel like there's I gotta save it for when we get there. But like it's some questions that need to be answered after that happened. After that game went down the way it did, there are some serious questions that need to be answered. And I hope that they're not afraid to ask them. You know what I'm saying? I hope they're not afraid to ask them. I hope. That's all I can do is hope. Man, hey dog. I'm gonna just say this. I gotta ask you a question first. Hold up. Uh-oh. How much NBA action are you watching right now? How much in the NBA are you watching right now?
You know, I always got an ear to it. You know, I always keep an ear to it.
No doubt. I mean, I usually don't dial in to after the All-Star break, but
you know who I dial in? I dial in to catch in on my team, and then everything else comes in between that.
True indeed. I mean, speaking of your team, though.
Yeah, don't even do that. That shit. Yes, that shit yesterday. That shit yesterday, and that shit. I think it was Friday. Yeah, that one Friday and then yesterday. That was an ass whooping.
Hey man, Miami put their foot in y'all ass, yo. Evan Almighty, what's good, bro?
What's good, brother? What's good?
How you doing, man?
What's happening?
Hey, man, good long day, man.
Oh, I feel you on that one, brother. Trust me when I tell you. Oh man! But before we do that, I was getting ready to give Phantom some grief about his team getting beat up by Miami last night by 21 points. But I mean,
Yeah.
you know what though? I gotta say this, and I can honestly say that as things currently stand, I personally didn't think San Antonio would be where they are now. I thought it would take a little longer to get, what I'm saying? Because sometimes when I watch them play, I'm like, yo, if they ever could put this together consistently, they're gonna be a problem for somebody. You know what I'm saying? And they missing a couple pieces, but like if they can ever put this the way that they play in some of those games together on a consistent basis, they're gonna be a problem for somebody. I mean, how can you not be a problem with that alien in the middle? Like he alone makes you a problem. But you know, I mean, there's just some other stuff that needs to come together. I think Harrison Barnes was a good pickup for them. He just got but I've never thought he was the most consistent shooter in the world. He's never been the most consistent shooter in the world. So,
you can tell they're young, bro. You can tell they're young. You can tell it sometimes. Like when you watch it, they don't know how to close yet. They ain't quite learned how to finish. And giving up leads or some shit that I'm trying to figure out what the hell.
It's just the youth, man. It's just the youth. Like once they, but you can tell the difference. Even with the youth, you can tell the difference from last year. Like you can tell that they're not the same team they were last year. That team last year, some of those games that they won this year, they would have lost them last year. You know what I'm saying? So they've grown up a little bit, but they still, like you said, they are very young. So I mean, the thing I be wondering about when I watch them play sometimes though is even okay. So say if they were able to, let me see how far fetched of a concept this is, and I'm about to spin before I say it. Hold up. Western Conference Spurs are 12 right now.
Yeah, 11 or 12.
They're 12 right now. Yeah, 19-22. Okay, so let's look at this for what it's showing up is. I don't believe the Kings can keep winning. I think they got problems that's going to take till next year for them to fix. I think they got issues. I think the Timberwolves are going to fall off a cliff. The Suns could also very well fall off a cliff. They could. The Warriors are 500 right now. They're 21-21. I don't foresee that team unless they make some massive upgrades in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't see that team changing the course of things. I don't see them finishing far above 500 with the team that they currently have. There is a world where if the Spurs play good basketball, that they can sneak in. There's a world where that could happen. From 12th to 8th ain't a long jump. It ain't a big difference between, you know what I'm saying?
Play in.
True that. I forgot about that. True that. Mm-hmm. I can see that. I can totally see that happening. Like I said, I don't have the most faith in the world in the fucking Sacramento Kings. I don't have the most faith in the world. I have no faith in the Timberwolves as they're currently constructed. Okay, let me ask y'all this. What's y'all take on Dallas? I find them very intriguing, but for some reason I can't go all the way there with them. They're very interesting, though. I find them very interesting.
Wait till Luka comes back.
Yeah, definitely. That.
When he comes back, then that's a decision you have to make then. Because right now, they can play. Jason Kidd got them playing well. It's just Luka's the key. Luka's the how healthy or how will he look when he comes back. Because he got a calf strain, I believe. That's the calf strain he's out with.
And he already slow as hell, so you know, any injuries to the lower half.
Well, you ain't never got to worry about losing athleticism, but shit, he damn sure figure out a way to score though.
Absolutely. I find that amazing, honestly. I'm never gonna not be amazed by him finding ways to get open and score on a regular basis. I'm never gonna get used to that. Because I'm just like, he's moving so slowly.
How the hell him and Jokic do what they do?
I understand.
Dallas a two-horse team, man. You need both them boys at the same time.
Absolutely. Does Kyrie got the best handles you ever seen? That's a tricky one. I was thinking about this shit yesterday. I was like, damn, is Kyrie the nicest? He might be. he right there. If he ain't, like he right up there with him. So
I'm gonna say yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
I can't be mad at that.
I'm gonna have to agree. I guess I agree with that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You know what though? Nah. Okay. I can go with that. Like if you'd have said Jamal Crawford, I wouldn't have been mad. Like
I was about to say,
I could totally
maybe
see
Jamal.
I could totally see
In
Yeah.
game, like in game, I judge it in game. Are you doing? I'm sure most of them can do those moves on the playground, but can you pull off all of this stuff in game?
That's what makes Jamal Crawford, Kyrie Irving, people like them, Allen Iverson, like just the way they handle the ball in game when somebody's actively trying to take the ball from them. You know what I'm saying? That is wild. They said
I got to
watched
raise
the video
Jamal
yesterday.
Crawford up then. I got to raise him up then.
Crawford is crazy, bro. I didn't know he was from Seattle till I moved out here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're a West Coast person.
I didn't know that. When I watched him handle the ball, I thought he was from New York. I was like, man, he can't be from New York. I would know him. Like, I would know who this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, where y'all find him? You know what I mean? And it didn't help none that he ended up playing for the Knicks. And I was just like, see, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. I want y'all to be thinking, though, because when football season over, when we start diving deeper into basketball, I'm going to ask y'all for y'all top 5 point guards. I'm going to ask y'all for y'all top 5 point guards all the time. But I want you, but whoever number one is, you gotta Pete Carroll. Oh shit. I think personally, whoever your number one is, I just have a solid reason for it. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I have a very strong suspicion that the person that I hold in number one, or that I've held in number one for all this time, when I go back in and do my reevaluation with the different formula that I came up with, he might not stay there. He may very well move. So he may very well move. We'll see. Ah, man. Oh, I gotta ask this question again. I know I asked y'all this before, but I have to ask it again because it doesn't seem to get better. What exactly is wrong with the Boston Celtics? And I mean, I understand the whole, it's the regular season. Nah, fuck that. There's something wrong. Something's very wrong over there. Something's not going the way it's supposed to go. I don't think that the way that they're playing was the plan going into this. I think it kind of turned into that. And for a while it was working, so they was like, fuck it, just do it. You know what I'm saying? But now, just saying. I'm just saying.
What they look like to you, Panther?
Boston?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anything is wrong with Boston, man. It's just maybe it's just me, and the way I think about it is you won the chip, so now you're going through the growing pains of a possible being the favorite and trying to repeat, and the growing pains of that, possibly.
I can dig it.
I can't go too deep into it on it yet because I'm like, I gotta see him after the All-Star break and see what that looks like.
I feel it.
Because my rule in the NBA is like, if you get past the All-Star break, trade deadlines are over with, then let's see what do you look like.
Right.
Will a real Celtics stand up? Excuse me.
Dog, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If y'all want to see something funny, now it ain't normal that I would tell y'all to go watch a different podcast. Don't do it right now. After this shit over with, go pull up Gil's Arena when Brandon Jennings was talking about Jason Tatum being the softest Boston Celtics superstar of all time. It's a hilarious conversation. I'm telling you, I had a ball watching that. Oh my goodness! But it was that conversation that started making me pay closer attention to Boston. Now, I'm not saying I agree with him. I don't agree with him. I don't think he's the softest superstar of Boston Celtics history. I mean, I don't think he like way down on the list, but I don't think he did. Never mind. We ain't gonna do that right now. But here's my thing. Especially for a defending championship team who potentially is trying to repeat, their fourth quarter issues are pretty bad. They're pretty bad in the fourth quarter, especially since just before Christmas. In this stretch, like the last month or so, it's been really bad, like really, really bad. And they played like 14 games in that time. You know what I'm saying? And in that 14 games, I'm thinking they're like, what was it? 45% from the field as a team. They're like a -3 as a team in the fourth quarter. Like, and those are like 18th and 20th ranking statistics right there. So like this is not good. It's not good. And more importantly than that, Derek White has been very bad during that stretch. And one of the things that helped get them over the hump last year, besides the addition of Drew Holiday, was the play of Derek White. Nobody can deny it. Tatum and Brown gonna do what they're gonna do. What else are they supposed to do?
True.
Derek White was the X factor. He was the X factor the whole time. Tell you what Derek White's been up to. Now, mind you, in the very last game they played, I think he scored 21 points, had a decent game. So he's trying to get it back together. Prior to that, 12.5 points, 41% from the field, 33% from three, like 2.9 assists a game and 2 turnovers a game. Only 3 rebounds a game. Like he wasn't producing numbers. You understand what I'm saying? And the problem with that is when you rely on somebody like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who are like one dude, same dude on opposite sides of the court. What he gives you, they can't give you. What he gives you, they can't give you. Because they can't, because they're the stars of the team. You feel me? Derek White helps with the dirty work part of the game. But if he ain't putting the work in, now you have a problem. Now you have a problem. The fact that Jason Tatum is 6'8" and 210 pounds is a problem. The fact that y'all ain't done shit about that since he been in Boston is a problem. That's a problem. I can tell Victor Wembanyama was bigger than he was last year. He ain't a whole lot bigger, but he bigger than he was last year. Because they know he gonna have to be. I don't know, man. Jason Tatum, you sure as fuck got robbed for the Finals MVP last year. Salute to you, sir, because you led the team in scoring, rebounding, and assists. Salute to you. Go eat something. Nigga. Shit. Phantom can shut some shit up for you.
Yeah, man.
That's just his frame, dog. I didn't. You know what? When you said he's 6'8", I keep forgetting he's really that tall.
I know, right?
Until he's saying next to somebody taller than him, and I'm like, holy shit, he is that damn tall. 6'8". Like, I didn't know little motherfucker. It's just.
Oh yeah. Oh, some other funny shit y'all gotta watch, but not right now. Listen to Jason Tatum talking about Evan Turner on Jeff Teague's podcast. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh my god. Yo, I'm gonna just say, former basketball players, y'all might have some stupid basketball takes that surprised the fuck out of me because you were such a good player, but y'all niggas are hilarious. Oh my god. They are funny as shit. Except for Rashad McCants, man. Like, anyway, don't get me started on this. Don't get me started on this.
Go down that rabbit hole.
Nah, because he is horrible. I do think the Celtics got a bit of a championship hangover. I could totally see that.
Me too.
Yeah. Who on this screen right now would have bet that Philly wouldn't make the playoffs when the season started? Because I don't think they're going to.
I wouldn't have
I ain't
taken
got
that
there
bet. With the roster.
You said what?
I ain't got there yet.
You still think they
Not
got a
yet.
good shot?
I ain't got there yet.
Okay, I'll say health notwithstanding. Health notwithstanding. Who plays in the play-in? The play-in is 8, 9, 10, 11?
The bottom.
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So right now, the Sixers are number 11. Right now. Strangely, they're number 11 and they're on a 6-game losing streak as well. Let's not forget that part. The thing that's working in their favor is the team just ahead of them, the Bulls. They've lost 5 in a row. However, the Pistons and the Heat have won recently. The Magic, I think, are going to fall back just because of some of the injury issues they're having right now. I think they're going to slide back. So right now they're in 7th, but I could see them ending up closer to the 11th spot. Them or the Hawks for the last spot. You talking about Philly, Malcolm? Yeah, I can see that. I mean, the Hawks number 6 right now. The Hawks number 6 right now. I don't know. The question is, how available is Joel Embiid going to be for at all?
That's the part right there.
Paul George, even he didn't play in that game. He didn't play the last game when Milwaukee beat the doors off of them. The team that shoot the least amount of shots in the whole league put up 123 points on Philly. Just saying. Just saying. I don't know, man.
It's that Joel Embiid experiment, dog.
Joel Embiid experiment.
Yeah, trying to get him there. Trying to see if they can get him there. You know, get him to the playoffs or get him when they get close enough. Or like I say, All-Star break means a whole lot.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel you.
Yep.
So we can keep him off his feet as much as possible right now. Maybe he'll be available when we need him.
Yeah,
I
think that's just what it is. Unless, and this is just a throw this out here, unless they're exploring trading him.
Bruh.
That's
I want to know what y'all think about Milwaukee. Like, they've had a very roller coaster first half of the season. Like, I mean, very. At times it looked real bad. You know what I'm saying?
It looks like they kind of finding it. It looks like they kind of trying to find they stride a little bit.
Yeah.
And it looks like they Doc Rivers is playing around with some, but their perimeter defense looks good. I mean, interior defense looks good.
Oh yeah.
So it's I'm gonna say it like this here, and it's gonna sound. I guess this might be the hot take, one of my first ones. I guess. Doc Rivers, you on your last leg, my guy.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
You don't get it done. I'm almost saying this year. You don't get it done this year, hell.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get another opportunity.
Doc Rivers off with his head. I think he's you know what? I had a thought the other day because I was like, it's crazy that you got Damian Lillard, who is one of my favorite players of his era. You know what I'm saying? And you got Giannis, who I always was like, from the time he came in the league, I was like, oh, and you know what? If he might be, they could do something with that. I had no idea it was gonna turn into what it is, but I was just like, this cat, he gonna be all right. I'm gonna tell you something good. Those of y'all who are not paying attention, the Giannis that you're seeing this season, Giannis, maybe he's not. His scoring average is still pretty fucking high, but he got Dame now. He don't got to average 35 points a game. But think about how he's scoring points right now. Yeah, he still gets a lot of dunks. He gets a lot of those. But he's got a little mid-range shot working this year that he ain't really utilized to the maximum that he could have previously. And part of that is also you got to guess that Dame been in his ear too. Hey, bro, I'm an older player in this league. That counted on my athleticism to help me when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Let me help you figure out how to get older in this and still do the shit that you do, but pick your spots. Pick your spots.
He look like Amari Stoudemire now.
Yes.
The same kind of game that Amari Stoudemire had.
He's getting crazy with it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's gonna be. I think that's a good combination. However, I don't know still if the sacrifice of Drew Holiday was worth it.
Nope.
I still don't know. I still don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Because in the entirety, even though their defense looks good right now, like their defense was a strong suit of theirs when Drew Holiday was there. Because he and Giannis were like twin catalysts of the defense. And Lopez ain't no slouch on defense. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't Dwight Howard, but he ain't no slouch.
Chris Middleton, I'm still on the minute restrictions too, and
yeah.
Maybe he becomes a tradable asset. That I know he's beloved in Milwaukee. He's beloved in Milwaukee, but do you get rid of him a year early or a year late if you can find something that can approximate what he does that's younger?
Yo. Y'all boy. Trae Young.
Trae. Ice Trae.
Why you gotta be my boy? What I gotta do with this?
I mean, shit, he my boy too. I ain't gonna fuck around. I fucks with Trae Young. Yo. I think Trae Young is dope. I would not be at a point I thought I would have been. The more I thought about it, and the way I'm watching him play this year, I take him on the Lakers for sure. I take him for sure. I just want to say, Trae Young. I know that people talk a lot of shit about you, bro. People talk crazy about you. They talk reckless about you, like you ain't nice with what you do. He's showing the fuck out this year, yo. Like I don't think people understand what's happening. Like the weird part is when they don't do the Superman shit. People don't recognize when they starting to put it all together. You know what I'm saying? His turnovers are down, his assists are up. He's still scoring. You know what I'm saying? And at times I've seen him turn it off and say, "Whoa, nope, I don't need to score right now. Here, take it." You know what I'm saying? You do it because I know you can. Here, take that. Him and Jason Collins got with first, second, or third in most alley-oops this season. They going crazy. So, yeah, I fucks with Trae, man. I fucks with Trae heavy. And that kid, what's his, Daniels?
Mm-hmm.
Kid Daniels to play for Atlanta? Yeah, he nice too.
So yeah, Trae was he was when we were talking about trades or good trades. Trae was the dude I brought up, yo. You need to send him somewhere. Send him to the West. We were talking about him playing for the Lake Show. He can play under the light.
Give him a chance to win, man.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a chance to win.
While he's still young.
Give him a chance to win. Like he got a I don't know, man. Atlanta didn't like it. Looked like they was about to try to make a move, and then they fucked around and took their foot off the gas. And I was like, they kind of like halfway did it and then stopped. I was like, y'all was like,
OKC, man.
Ooh, stop playing.
Send him to OKC, yo.
I don't want no part of that. Nope, don't do it. I don't want no part of that at all.
Make it real interesting.
Nope, I don't want no part of that. Mm-mm.
Notre Dame is down by 8 now.
I mean,
with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, they down by 8,
Mhm.
and they just scored.
I'm still taking the Bucks.
yeah.
4:15, 31-23.
I mean, the 21 that Ohio State put up in the second quarter, I thought was going to be the finishing blow. But you know what I'm saying? Notre Dame did their shit in the second half, though. Like they, you know what I'm saying? They made it a fight. We'll see, though. I think
8 points.
it's only 4 and some change left. Yeah, I think Ohio State might be able to play keep away for a little bit. You know what? I miss that. I miss I miss that to a degree because I did just talk shit to Saquon Barkley for sliding when he could have went in there and scored a touchdown. I meant what I said, Saquon. I meant every word of it, every single word. Anyway, this is one thing that I'd like to see, especially in the NBA. I want to see a return to, even in the NFL, the competitiveness has transformed to a degree. You know what I'm saying? And I think what's done it, and this is crazy that I'm about to say, I think podcasts have done it. Think about all the older players who have podcasts who bring the young guys on. And now there's like this big fraternity. Like all the receivers, we're all cool. We're all homies and shit. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, I mean, but I guess it's okay for receivers to be like that because they don't have to go head to head with each other. But, you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like there's some edge that's kind of going away. You know what I'm saying? Across the board as far as sports.
Too many games.
With the exception of the WNBA. Like they up. But
it's too many games. It's too many games in the NBA. Way too many games, dog. You could, I mean, everything in the NBA. I mean, like the viewership was up. Viewership was up last year, as high as viewership in, let's say, a few years. But I feel like if you cut some of the games out, you might have a more competitive regular season. You probably can improve the All-Star game, and games will count a little more.
I agree. I agree with the.
That's the thing with the NBA. Yeah, that's the thing with me with the NBA. Like, it's too many fucking games, man. And what's really crazy is, I mean, thank you YouTube, by the way, but YouTube TV, you can watch, you know, all your favorite games, and they hyper capitalized on that. But excuse me, how do you bring in? I think people are fans, you know. I mean, it makes the games cheaper to go to. By the way, also though, the 82 games makes games cheaper to go to. But I think if we cut it down, it still can keep seats reasonable. What if like you look at the tickets for like a Hornets games, for example? You can take your family to a Hornets game for under $100. I mean, it'll probably cost you $100 in total, parking and stuff like that. But you can take your family to a game, a basketball game. So
I'm a fan. I think it's the. Well, it's probably a combination of things, man. Everybody is friends now because a lot of them have the same agent, same endorsement, same off the field, off the court type relationships now, and it makes them ultra friendly because they're making ultra money together. These people are making more money than people have ever made in any of these industries. Just look at MLB; they ain't got a reason to be mad at nobody. If they turn around and look at big guaranteed contracts, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger. I think we're in a ultra friendly era that's been created by the way that a lot of these players have come up. Like they all play together since they're 13 years old, 12 years old. They on AAU squads together. They know each other and have known each other forever as grown up as kids. So when they get in the league, they homeboys. You know, they always were. They all get into the money together. It's like really a fraternity now. We look at Braun, Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, Bean. You put all of these players that came through the era together, man. They made so much paper together. They can't be mad at each other. They call it the competitive spirit when they talk about each other. Nobody hates each other like Bird and Jordan and all of them did. Them boys was playing for peanuts and getting punched in the face.
Yeah, man.
I wouldn't have liked nobody either.
These dudes ain't playing for peanuts. They playing for the whole farm.
The whole farm,
and you can't touch them. So
no, you can't touch them.
There you go. You know what I mean? Like,
but excuse me, the AAU thing though, that's the biggest thing because
oh yeah,
the AAU thing is the biggest thing. I'm glad you brought that up. The AAU thing is a big thing because I can hear about you from LA and I live in Chicago or New York. Well, guess what? My AAA team and then we gonna see y'all
in the tournament next month.
We gonna see y'all. We gonna find out who's who. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It ain't even a question. It ain't like I gotta hear the legend of you when I get to the league or hear the legend of you when I get to college. Oh no, I hear about you in high school. We'll see each other.
So much so that they talk and confirm with each other before they make their college pick. They talking to each other like they being groomed, you know, before they even get to college for this pipeline of paper, making, you know, their handlers a whole lot of bread. So they got the same lawyers, they got the same agents. Man, ain't no reason for them to be upset with each other.
And I don't believe half the even when older players talk, you know. Yeah, there was some hate, but man, I mean, like, unless you played like in a rivalry school, yeah, you just didn't like the motherfucker for the rivalry. But there's one man I always bring up when we have conversations like this. He's the smiling killer. Magic was a smiling killer.
Yeah. Yeah. Trouble.
That's what he was.
Trouble.
Him and Isaiah would kiss each other and then shit. All right, let's go.
You know what? I don't think Magic Johnson get the props he deserves sometimes because they there's a lot of people that didn't get to see him play. You know what I'm saying? Like by the time you know, they ain't get to see him be Magic. You know what I mean? Like I ain't really get this. Like I was little, but like I got to see him in the 80s at least. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that was like that's what made him what they know. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, I got to watch that whole shit. This motherfucker 6'9", run like a gazelle.
6'9" with a handle.
You don't know where it's coming from, but it's coming. Trust and believe that. Oh, man.
We had to go watch the highlights of Magic in college, and we was young when we saw Magic him because Sev, you older than both of us. So by the time we realized what we was watching with Magic, then it became by the time we realized, like for me, I'm gonna say, you know, by the time I realized what I was watching with Magic, it was like, oh shit, the HIV thing that came down. I knew who he was. You muted. You hit the mute button.
Mm-hmm. I think I became aware of Magic a little bit before that. I remember early 80s Magic. I used to have to walk to the news and record paper stand for one of my great uncles. And I remember the playoffs that year because it was on the front page of the newspaper of the Greensboro News and Record. And that was Prime Magic. I remember Prime Magic.
You know what? Oh, I gotta tell y'all, man. So okay. Malcolm Green, I'm glad y'all here. I think y'all was here when we did the triplets game too. We getting ready. We gonna do this blind draft shit. Yo, this is about to be some fly shit. I'm trying to tell you. Like, and what I did though was I switched it up. Remember, I told you I wasn't gonna put no Hall of Fame niggas, none of that shit in there. I
Yeah.
switched it up, but I didn't take one of these seasons that would let you know it's them. You know what I'm saying? So some of them might be one of them, but the numbers just ain't saying necessarily that it's them. But I did that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? But like, I can't wait to see what starting five y'all build because this shit about to, this about to be dope. I love this shit. Okay. I didn't make no cute little video with no theme music and no shit this time. I ain't really had time for all that. So nigga got shit to do.
What you got?
But we're gonna get to it. All right, so all purpose blind draft. Let's start with the point guards. All right. First, who won the toss last time? Was it Ev or was it it was Ev that won the toss last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ev, you call it. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails? Damn, I just smacked myself in the head with that motherfucker. Got it. Ooh. It's heads. Phantom, you get to select first. All right. So, point guards, we got number 1, 19.9 points a game, 6.9 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 1.8 steals, 0.4 blocks. Number 2, 21.2 points, 4.7 rebounds, 6.4 assists, 2.1 steals, 0.4 blocks. Now, remember, you may be tempted to pick the person with the highest number every time, but you're building the starting five, and you don't know who these people are per se. So, I'm going to say that and leave it right there. Number 3, 17.4 points, 5.3 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 2.7 steals, 0.3 blocks. Number 4, 18.6 points, 9.6 rebounds, 9.5 assists, 2.7 steals, 0.4 blocks. And number 5, 19.6 points, 2.6 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 0.8 steals. Phantom, who do you select as your point guard?
Number 4.
Okie dokie then. Evan All Mightee, who do you select as your point guard?
Number 1.
Numero uno. All right.
That was my first choice, but
This is interesting already. And just for the record, we'll talk about that later. All right. Next up, shooting guards. Number 1, 14.4 points, 5.4 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 1.8 steals, 0.5 blocks. Number 2, 16.9 points, 4.7 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 1.7 steals, 0.4 blocks. Number 3, 20.1 points, 5 rebounds, 5.1 assists, 2 steals, 0.4 blocks. Number 4, 16 points, 4.4 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 1.6 steals, 0.4 blocks. And number 5, 18.9 points, 8.1 rebounds, 7.8 assists, 2.7 steals, and 0.3 blocks. Who is your shooting guard?
my turn.
You want to toss? You got first pick.
Give me number 5.
Number 5. Interesting. Okay.
Who's gonna be my pick?
That was gonna be your pick.
Yeah, I'll take number. Give me the points. I'll take number 3.
I can dig it. Shooting guard, no doubt. Makes perfect sense. Okay. Oh, it's about to get tricky now. Small forwards. Number 1, 16.9 points, 8.8 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1 steal, 0.8 blocks. Number 2, 17.5 points, 9.8 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 2 steals, 1.5 blocks. Number 3, 20.3 points, 6.8 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 1.5 steals, 0.5 blocks. Number 4, 21.4 points, 9 rebounds, 7.3 assists, 1.8 steals, 0.6 blocks. And number 5, 21 points, 7.7 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.9 steals, and 1.1 block. Who is your small forward?
I was going to, you know what? I'll stick with number 4.
Okay. That's actually, yeah, okay.
That's what I was gonna pick. I'll take number 5.
That was okay, no doubt. All right, y'all. I see you. I see you. This is very interesting indeed. Power forwards. Number 1, 17 points, 8.3 rebounds, 2.9 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks. Number 2, 16.5 points, 8.1 rebounds, 3.1 assists, 1.9 steals, 2.8 blocks. Number 3, 15.1 points, 8.3 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 2.3 steals, and 2 blocks. Number 4, 14 points, 9.5 rebounds, 7.4 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1.4 blocks. And number 5, 14.2 points, 10 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.2 steals, and 1.6 blocks.
Number 1.
Number 1? Okay. Interesting. Okay.
I'm gonna do number 3.
Okay. This is good. All right. Queens get the money. Sinners. This is so done on purpose. Anyway, number 1, 12.6 points, 11.3 rebounds, 5.4 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.5 blocks. Number 2, 20.6 points, 13.8 rebounds, 1.4 assists, 1 steal, and 2.9 blocks. Number 3, 14.1 points, 7.8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1.7 blocks. Number 4, 18.9 points, 9.6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 0.6 steals, 1 block. And number 5, 19 points, 9.1 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Who is your center?
Number 2.
Number 2? Okay.
I was going to go number 1. So basing out back in the day, so I go number 2.
Give me number 5.
Okay. That's what's up. All right. So let's go back. Take a look at who you didn't pick. Sound like a game show host and shit. Y'all picks was number 1 and number 4 at point guard. So we'll start with number 2. 21.2 points, 4.7 rebounds, 6.4 assists, 2.1 steals, 0.4 blocks is Kyle Lowry, 15-16 in Toronto, 2015-2016 in Toronto. Number 3, 17.4 points, 5.3 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 2.7 steals, and 0.3 blocks was Mookie Blaylock, 1996-97 in Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
Number 5, 19.6 points, 2.6 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 0.8 steals was Aaron Brooks in Houston, 2009-2010. Now to who you did choose. Ev picked number 1, 19.9 points, 6.9 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 1.8 steals, 0.4 blocks. Your starting point guard is 2001 Houston Rocket point guard Steve Francis. Francis.
Nice.
Phantom. You picked number 4, 18.6 points, 9.6 rebounds, 9.5 assists, 9.5 assists, 2.7 steals, 0.4 blocks. Your starting point guard is none other than Magic Johnson. 1981-82 LA Lakers. All right. Shooting guards. You guys picked number 3 and number 5. So number 1, 14.4 points. No, 14.9 points, 5.4 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 1.8 steal, 0.5 blocks. Was Brent Berry, 2001-2002 Seattle Supersonics. Number 2, 16.9 points, 4.7 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 1.7 steals, 0.4 blocks, was 92-93 Phoenix Suns Dan Marley. And number 4, number 4, who was also not chosen, 16 points, 4.4 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 1.6 steals, 0.4 blocks, 04-05 San Antonio Spurs Manu Ginobili. Now who you did pick? Ev, 20.1 points, 5 rebounds, 5.1 assists, 2 steals, 0.4 blocks. You picked 1991-92 Phoenix Suns Jeff Hornacek.
Wow.
Phantom, you picked 18.9 points, 8.1 rebounds, 7.8 assists, 2.7 steals, 0.3 blocks. 1987-88 Fat Lever for the Denver Nuggets. Not bad at all. Yeah, I know, right? Small forwards. You guys picked 4 and 5, and I'm kind of mad at myself for even putting them in here. But you both, yeah, y'all went right to the gold in this hunt. I'll just tell you that. Small forwards who you did not choose. Number 1, 16.9 points, 8.8 rebounds, 2.5 steals, 2.5 assists, 1 steal, 0.8 blocks, was Cedric Maxwell, Boston Celtics, 1979-80.
Cornbread Maxwell. Cornbread Maxwell.
Yeah. Number 2, 17.5 points, 9.8 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 2 steals, 1.5 blocks, was 06-07 Phoenix Suns, Sean Marion, the Matrix. Anyway, and also not chosen was number 3, 20.3 points, 6.8 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 1.5 steals, 0.5 blocks. That was Marcus Johnson, 80-81 Milwaukee Bucks. Now to who you did choose. Ev, you picked number 5, 21 points, 7.7 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.9 steals, 1.1 blocks. Your starting small forward is 1991-92 Chicago Bulls Scottie Pippen.
I knew Pippen was one of them.
Well, it's okay, because Phantom,
I knew he was
you
in
chose
there.
number 4, 21.4 points, 9 rebounds, 7.3 assists, 1.8 steal, 0.6 blocks. You chose 1996-97 Detroit Pistons Grant Hill.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not bad at all. Okay. Power forwards. You brothers chose 1 and 3. So who did you not pick? You picked number 2, 16.5 points, 8.1 rebounds, 3.1 assists, 1.9 steals, 2.8 blocks. 03-04 Utah Jazz Andre Kirilenko, AK-47.
47.
His career was way better than people think it was. You should go back and check it. Anyway, y'all also didn't choose number 4, 14 points, 9.5 rebounds, 7.4 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.4 blocks. That's 2015-16 Draymond Green, Golden State. You also did not choose number 5, 14.2 points, 10 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.6 blocks. That is 1991-92 Chicago Bulls Horace Grant. Now to who you did choose. Ev, you chose 15.1 points, 8.3 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 2.3 steals, and 2 blocks. Your starting power forward is 1976-77 Bobby Jones from the Denver Nuggets.
Wow.
Phantom, you chose 17 points, 8.3 rebounds, 2.9 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks. Your starting power forward is Larry Nance, 1991-92 Cleveland Cavaliers. Not bad. Centers. This one was interesting. This one was very interesting. And I understand why. Well, anyway, y'all chose number 2 and number 5. So, who did you not choose? Number 1, 12.6 points, 11.3 rebounds, 5.4 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.5 blocks. That's a hell of a line, honestly. That's 2013-14 Chicago Bulls, Joakim Noah. You also did not choose number 3, 14.1 points, 7.8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1.7 blocks. That is 2012-13 Memphis Grizzlies, Marc Gasol. You also did not choose number 4, 18.9 points, 9.6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 0.6 steals, 1 block. That is 08-09 LA Lakers, Pau Gasol. But who did you choose? If 19 points, 9.1 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.5 blocks. Your starting center is Alvin Adams, 1975-76 Phoenix Suns. Phantom, you chose 20.6 points, 13.8 rebounds, 1.4 assists, 1 steal, 2.9 blocks. Your starting center is 2008-2009 Orlando Magic's Dwight Howard. Bang! That shit was dope. Okay.
We whooping y'all ass.
Oh, for sure.
We whooping y'all ass.
Wow. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know though. Because I mean, Magic Johnson is a problem for Steve Francis to try to guard, but at the same time, Steve Francis is gonna be a problem for Magic Johnson to try to guard. Ain't nobody ever say Magic Johnson was a defensive player of the year. So I mean, I'm just saying. And Steve Francis was fast as I'm just saying.
You're giving me that year with Dwight Howard, so therefore I'm like, I ain't even worried about it. Bring your ass in there, you want to.
I feel that.
And I got Larry Nance. I got Larry Nance Senior. So bring your ass in there if you want to.
That Nance pick was crazy. Yeah, that Nance.
Bring your ass on in there if you want to.
The fact that y'all got Hill and Pippen, they almost cancel each other out, especially with the numbers that we picked for that season that's picked. They cancel each other out.
Hill.
Yeah. You know what though? I like the wild shit was I was like, I wonder who gonna pick Jeff Hornacek, because I was like, on some real shit, if I'm building my team, that's the shooting guard I'm picking. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be the scorer. Come on, get the points.
Get the point. Yeah, give me the points too.
Good.
I'm gonna dribble, and then I'm gonna pass it to you and shoot it. Ray Allen, shoot.
Ray Allen, man. You know what? I agree with anybody to say, and I didn't always feel this way, but I started thinking about it because it started becoming an issue in hip hop conversations too, when we started having GOAT conversations. And people was like, yo, why don't you just say so and so is the GOAT? I'm like, because if I say this person is the GOAT, right, and that person was outstanding and from 1980 to 1989, you know what I'm saying, and then maybe they did a little bit from 1990 to 1994, but that was it. How do I look holding that person higher than people that did it doubly as long at a higher clip? You know what I'm saying? And may have and people act like there can't be an evolution of something. Like even lyricism had to evolve. You know what I'm saying? People didn't. Nas didn't just wake up rapping the way he do. Rakim and Big Daddy Kane and Cool G Rap and all those guys laid the blueprint for him to say, you know what I could do? Oh shit, I could do that. Really? And I could even take it past that? Oh, stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Reality rap. East Coast reality rap. Huh?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But that's, to me, this basketball shit, especially, is kind of the same. It's kind of becoming the same thing to a degree. What's the latest status on the game? I turned the TV off.
Oh State. That other team won. The top one.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
So give me Michigan
He's,
views. High sim.
he said that is wild, yo. He's man. I feel you though. I feel you though. I feel that same type of time. I can't even front. I can't even front. But man, look, I guess we got to go ahead and get to it because I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad that I have to at this late age of the season have to change my Super Bowl pick. And I'm also mad. See, this is the thing, and I want to just make this very clear. When you look at the statistics from the Baltimore Ravens and Buffalo Bills game, they're going to tell you a very, 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 very simple thing. A very simple thing. The problem is when you see the last play of the game, you assume something different than what actually happened. You assume something different than what actually happened. Or if you ain't seen none of the game, you just know Baltimore lost. You know what I'm saying? It ain't quite what you think it was. I promise you it ain't. I promise. But salute to the Buffalo Bills nonetheless, because they played a hell of a football game to get past that Baltimore Ravens team. That there was something that they had to do. And mind you, homie running the ball, his numbers wasn't spectacular. But he did just enough to keep the ball moving, to help Josh, to help what little bit of passing they had to do. He did what he had to do to help that. I like that young man. Cook, that's his name, right?
James Cook, yeah.
James Cook, yeah. I like him. He runs like his life depends on it.
Yeah, he run. Yeah, Dalvin Cook's brother.
Yeah.
Younger brother.
Yeah. He run like his life depends on it. I like that. Derrick Henry ran the ball 18 times yesterday. That's all I'm gonna say. 18.
That's why I was about to go with it. They still have not learned. This is 1 year removed from being in the Super Bowl. Being in the championship game and forgetting how to run the football. Run the football. Run it in the conditions that they were in. Just run the football, man. And once you get late in the game, the defensive linemen kind of slow down a little bit. You can become even more effective with it. Derrick Henry should not touch the ball just 18 times. What you doing, bro? How many years in a row is it going to take you to figure out that if you want to win a football game with this team, run the football, bro? With those great big old offensive linemen you got, run the ball, bro. They'll learn.
Especially when you know that your defense is not a characteristic Baltimore Ravens defense.
Run the ball. Keep the other
Even with
team
the
off the
improvements that
field.
they've had, it's not.
Keep the other team
Exactly.
off the field, man, and just run the ball with Lamar and Derrick Henry and just cover up. You could just bring in that jumbo package. You could see them do it at times, and it made sense every single time they brought that jumbo package in there. They didn't know which way they were going to run, right or left, and they were really running it right up the gut and getting 6-7 yards every single time they did it. I don't understand why they just didn't repeat. Do what works. Just do the stuff that works. That's it, and you'll have success. But I don't know, bro. This weird play calling at some points. The drops were early on. They started in the first quarter. So, hitting people directly in the hands, putting in the bread basket, they dropping the ball. Just weird, man. Just the uncharacter. Now, it doesn't absolve Lamar for throwing that one ball up and getting an interception or anything else he did. He competed very well. Brought them right to where they were supposed to be at the end of the game, and it takes all 11. It takes all 11 to make it work because I wouldn't have thought that they were going to pass that ball in that manner at the end of the game, but it worked. He was wide open, and you just got to hold on to that, man.
Yeah.
Best call of the weekend was Tony Romo and them's call for the end of that game right there. That was Collinsworth is kind of cringe to listen to, but in the other game, but Tony Romo is a great commentator. I like listening to Tony Romo call football games.
Man. Man, go ahead, man. I know you. Look at you. Go ahead.
All right. I said I wasn't gonna do this. A little under the weather, ain't in quite my normal self today, but I said I wasn't gonna do it. But I've been saying this shit all season. I've been saying it. I've been saying it. Mark Andrews, I like you. You dropped one, brother. I can't take that away. Lamar Jackson, you did a little too much. But to yeah, this one stings. Todd Monken, John Harbaugh, you got that big sumbitch sitting in the fuck. Oh my Jesus! Sorry, I don't mean to keep saying Jesus. You got this big motherfucker sitting in your backfield 18 times. That's where he get the ball 18 fucking times in the snow in Orchard Park. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We
I
had
ain't
this
calling for
conversation
nobody.
already. We had this
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Fam already had this conversation because we knew something like this was going to happen if you don't turn around and hand. What'd you get him for? What did you get him for? Why'd you do it? For what?
Lamar
Just to
don't have to prove he can throw the football no more. We know he can. Cool.
okay, cool.
Y'all need to prove y'all can win a Super Bowl. That's what
That's
y'all
it.
need to do.
Get a man the ball, yo. I don't understand. I don't. Whatever, yo. Like
Make
it
them
was
sell out. Make them sell out to stop his big ass.
so he could
And
throw the
then do
ball
this.
over their head. There you go.
Lamar will really light their ass up. You feel
Yeah.
like you got that much
What?
attention? Don't look at. Okay, I challenge everybody. Go back and look throughout the season at the statistics at Lamar's most efficient and successful passing games, and look at how many times Derrick Henry touched the ball. Those two things
Bruh.
correlate with each other very much. So.
Look at the record when Derrick Henry gets the ball. What is their record? What does he get the ball? If he gets the ball more than 25 times or
Like
something
20,
like that,
yeah.
because my mind is hazy. About 25 times, they're like
Mhm.
shit, and something in one or something in one. I don't remember was it 6-1,
They
7-1.
win.
I think it's
They win a
6-1,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah, they win a
Something
lot.
in one. What the and
Run
Josh
the ball, bro.
hey, White Cam Newton Jr. Salute to you, sir. I'm gonna salute you.
Oh
But
yeah.
I'm like, Isaiah Likely, son, you just took Mark Andrews' job.
Yep.
You're the number one. You're the number one tight end, yo. If they don't
You
get
just
rid of
stay
him,
the number 2
it
tight end if he'd have caught that ball. You stay number 2 tight end if he catches that ball.
was coming
And
eventually. It was coming
I'm
anyway.
watching in real time. I'm watching that play because I'm watching it in real time.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him throw that ball to Isaiah Likely. I said, okay, cool. Damn, we got a ball game. And I saw him roll. And I said, oh, shit, he caught it. And I was like, what the? Hold on, wait a minute. He didn't? What the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with the referee at first? And then I'm going to look back at it. I'm like, this, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Bro, I told y'all how much it break my heart to see somebody drop a pass. It broke my heart even more to see him drop that pass when he was that open. And really, they was like, oh, I was a little under. Dog, listen, I played receiver and tight end and had to catch some really strange passes. You catch that ball 99.9% of the time. You catch that ball. It ain't that complicated. It ain't as hard. I understand people like, oh, the athlete, that it ain't as hard as it look, yo. I promise you, it's not.
It hit too many parts of his body. That's how you know you should have caught it. It hit too many parts of your body, dog. Like that's how you know the ball was put on you. Whether it was late, whether it was earlier, the ball was on you. So
yeah,
catch the ball, bro. Like that's you got one. Like they say, you got one job, maybe two if you're a tight end. You got to block some, but
yeah,
You got one job, B. Just catch the ball.
Lamar
Short pass
Jackson,
too.
salute to you for not throwing him under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was love.
You know what I
That was
noticed though?
love.
If you look, I don't know if anybody was paying attention to it on the sideline after that happened. Like a coach was talking to Mark, somebody else was talking to Mark. Lamar was like off. Lamar was like, "Oh shit!" Like I think he probably was like, "Okay, look, dog, I know shit happens. I just need to blow this shit out first before I come, because this shit can go sideways if I come try to talk to you right now." But like,
Yeah.
I was like, "That's telling." Like it's telling, but like not on some "oh you fucked up" shit. It's like, yo, nah. Like realistically, we ain't even in the situation where you got to catch that pass if I did what I needed to do earlier. You know what I'm saying?
He knew it because turnovers
Yeah.
at the end of the day, turnovers. If you don't
Did
turn
him
that
in.
ball over,
Did him in.
if you don't turn that ball over, that game was a
I
little.
simply
You win the game. They
did
simply
not like
based
the
off the
fact
score.
that in the first half they dedicated themselves to Lamar winning that game. And you could tell the play calling was set up for Lamar to single-handedly win that game. And you got him throwing it too much. Why? Okay, we know he can pass the football. We saw that this year. It's great. Like Seth said, but dude, why are you throwing the ball? Like your defense is good enough. They're not scoring crazy. Everything's in control, under control. It just just turn around and hand the ball off, man. Just stop. Take the ball out of Lamar's hand. You don't have to worry about him scrambling in the background for somebody to strip it from him. Like stop calling plays like that. I don't. We don't. We don't make all the money, and we can see it from a bird eye's view. But I know when I look at that roster, what to do with that roster. It don't take a rocket scientist to know it when you just look at it.
I gotta ask, even with the conditions, and I say this because I know for a fact that what's the young man's name? Shakir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shakir. He had a decent game. He had almost 70 yards receiving. Like he did all right, but like there's a thing that I wonder about this Baltimore team. First of all, the fact that they even played last weekend was problematic for me in a way, because I know what my expectation was as when the season started. You know what I'm saying? I was like, they've lost enough games that they're playing in a wild card. There's clearly some stuff that's not connecting. And it's always, every time they've lost, and we came on this podcast, it was always the same thing. Why would you not hand Derrick Henry the ball? Just give it to him. And that makes your play action game should be absolutely astounding. The Baltimore Ravens should have the best play action passing game in the entire NFL. Period.
Somebody needs to go give them tape of 2005 to 2012 New York Giant football. Just give them the tape. Give them the tape. It didn't matter which running back you put back there. The play calling was to have Eli Manning go from almost pistol formation into a couple of runs to a play action pass that you weren't going to stop. You just couldn't stop it. Offensive line too good, and the play calling was excellent. It made Eli. It's going to make Eli's a Hall of Famer because of it. Now you have Lamar. You have Derrick Henry. You no longer have to have the ultra mobile quarterback. He can do it, yes. Do you want him to do it when he's in trouble? Yes. But you don't have to do that anymore. Just do what works, bro. Like, simply do what works, and you'll keep the ball the whole game. Don't nobody want to hit Derrick Henry for 4 quarters. You'll keep the ball the entire game, yo.
I
Just
know.
slow the offense down. It doesn't need to be dynamic. You don't even need chunk plays until you need them. You got Lively. You good. You don't even need a whole bunch of receivers on the outside. You straight with what you got. Call the right plays, man, so that these boys can win right quick. Because Buffalo did. Buffalo knew exactly what to call and what to do with White Cam and James Cook. And you just needed a little sprinkle from Shakir, who was a possession receiver. He wasn't even getting big plays, big chunks but he was making big plays.
Yeah, it was like he had like six catches for like 68 yards or some shit like that.
Yeah,
But that's a
possession.
cheat
He was
every time I catch the
perfect.
ball. You know
Yep,
what I'm saying?
knew the chains or score a touchdown, one of the two.
Yeah, so I ain't like I will say this. I picked Baltimore, but I ain't shocked. Like I think I said that
No,
before. I wouldn't be shocked if this went the other way, but like you know what I'm saying? I definitely picked Baltimore to win. So yeah, salute to Buffalo, man. That was actually a really it turned out to be a better game than I was expecting. I thought it was gonna be a good game, but it was like a really good game. So I was like, okay, cool. That's what's up. On the flip side of that, there was a game that shocked me. It shocked me. Although it shouldn't have, the more I thought about it. And that was the Detroit-Washington game. And I realized I shouldn't have been as surprised because Detroit has a gang of injuries on defense. A gang of them. And they've been trying to, fill in the gaps and shit. But they have a gang of injuries on defense. And not only that, I don't know if anybody actually been paying attention, but like the super high flying, super big scoring Detroit Lions offense, you ain't seen that in a little bit. In a little bit. Because you know why? Because somebody said, hey, you see what happened right there? Why don't just do this? That works. Make them have to beat you. Don't let them beat you. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't nothing against Jared Goff, because I still think that Jared Goff is a better quarterback than most people have ever given him credit for being.
oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of odd to me. It was kind of odd to me the way that played out, because even with the injuries in Detroit's defense, I didn't see them giving up 45 points. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't see that coming. So yeah, I was shocked. I was shocked.
I could see it coming. They the Eagles. They just younger on offense. They're just much younger. The running back is a good back. Their quarterback is excellent.
Indeed.
They on the way. They on the way. They can beat just about any team, it seems. Not even sneakily anymore. Like, they score a lot of points. I was very surprised. I knew about the defensive injuries. I just thought that a more tested team of a different type pedigree would be able to win the game, pull it out. But hey, it takes all 11, yo. And if you got a ragtag 11 on defense against that kind of offense, you ain't gonna have a good day.
Nah, not at all. Salute to my guy, man, Jameer Gibbs, yo. I like that kid, yo. He's that young man is talented. That young man is talented. Yeah, he's talented. And salute to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's the reason. And that's how you know the defense was the problem, because both of those gentlemen did what they normally do, and normally that's enough. You know what I'm saying?
They got
Gibbs had 105, 2 touchdowns, 7.5 yards a carry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, he working. And then St. Brown, what was eight catches, 137 yards? Like,
they went to work.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they did what they were supposed to do. So that's how you know the defense was asleep at the wheel. My guy, Jaden Daniels, man. That's man. Damn. Why couldn't we see? This is this. Never mind. I'll be having nightmares of Jaden Daniels in a Raiders jersey. But
he still needs some chunky soup.
Like Peyton Manning, like 50 said, I've been patiently waiting. I tried to tell y'all's ass.
Oh,
the
man.
Panthers had the most injuries than them. I tried to tell y'all. I said, I reserve the right to change my pick, but I'm damn sure gonna stick with his ass, because I'm like, he's gonna do some shit. Y'all gonna have y'all ass shocked.
He got busy.
I picked him to win. Now you tell me 45. I'm like, oh, I saw that shit. I said, oh shit.
Yeah.
Cause see, I purposely went dark on that game. Purposely. I was like, nope. It's like that fan, or you a fan of a team and you watch the game and they start fucking up, and you just be like, I ain't gonna watch it. Then you peek in on it a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, he doing the thing.
I be like that with Carolina a lot. Tar Heels a whole lot. Yeah.
Do that. And then when I saw it, I said, Notice I left y'all alone the entire day too. Notice I left y'all alone the entire day too. I said, I'm gonna leave y'all alone. We gonna hear about this shit.
I mean, shit, man. Washington showed up to work, yo. They didn't show up to play. They showed up to work. And it was obvious, like, early. You know what I'm saying? I like Bijan Robinson is the B Robinson to get all the light, but Brian Robinson is a good running back. Like he's not some serviceable guy that's back there. Like he can play.
Oh yeah.
I like
Eckler?
him. Yeah.
Damn.
Austin Eckler, yeah. Austin Eckler, it ain't over yet.
Yeah, he failed up. Austin Eckler, you failed up.
Yeah, you feel me? Exactly.
I mean, even though you didn't fail at all, I'm just saying. You didn't fail at all. I just saying, damn, boy, you failed up. You were from Justin Herbert to Jaden Daniels. I'd be down.
Mm-hmm.
It was time for a change in that scenario anyway. It was time for him to get out of this. And
Bobby Wagner.
one day we're gonna have a conversation about one day we're gonna have the real conversation about Justin Herbert that nobody want to have. Yeah.
Bobby Wagner. Third.
Yes.
Frankie Louvu. How you got out of Carolina? God damn it, I miss you. Jeremy Chin. How you got out of Carolina? I miss you.
They're the Washington Panthers.
Yeah, how y'all? Yeah, and you got B Wag.
Oh shit!
Bobby Wagner, goddamn, giving you words of wisdom.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you something good. You know what? I will say this. I like Jaden. I like Jaden Daniels, but I think one of the best things that could have happened to Jaden Daniels was him ending up over there and having Terry McLaurin outside. Terry McLaurin way better than people think he is. Like way better than people think he is. It's just a matter of it's easy to double and triple team him, huh?
Played with like 6 different quarterbacks.
Exactly. So I'm like, yo, like what now that they done had this season and they rocking it. Even the game yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't some big 150 yards receiving, but he caught 4 balls, 87 yards, and he had a touch. So I'm like, you average over 20 yards a catch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you scored. Like this is, man, look, y'all better stop sleeping on Terry McLaurin, yo. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gonna get a head coaching offer. Well, if you're smart,
don't take it.
Don't do. I'm sorry. I love him. I respect him. Don't do what the enemy did. You got that young stud to coach. Coach that young stud for a couple more years. Then you can ride.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. Man. Jaden Daniels is something different, yo. And you know what? It's been. You know the happiest thing that could have happened in the world to me in the last 2 weeks is, you know what it is? That the Chicago Bears have not been playing football. I'm so happy. It's great.
How does Caleb Williams catch a stray?
I said the Chicago Bears, yo. The whole team can catch one. It's cool.
Caleb Williams catch a stray.
The whole team can catch one. It's cool because I said
he got Ben Johnson now. We'll see.
Yeah, this is true. I was just about to say, yeah, they got them a new coach finally that might be able to actually do something with them people, with them pieces they got over there. I think they need to let Khalil Herbert go somewhere else. It just ain't been a good run for him in Chicago. Like I think he should just go somewhere else to start over. I still think he's a talented running back, but he just keep getting hurt. Like, go somewhere else, man. it just means it's time for you to change scenery. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody who changed scenery and it has done wonders for his. You know what? I'm still mad at him, man. But Saquon Barkley going to Philly might have been one of the best things that happened to football. You know what I'm saying? It's been an exciting season. he's been exciting this season. So it's like, yo, that was a good move because despite the fact that you was in New York, which is one of the biggest markets, you was on a team that wasn't winning. Now you on a team that's a Super Bowl contender. So you on TV a lot, for one. And for two, they talking about you all the time. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention you really balling the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the other part of that. You really going crazy. Like, I'll say this. I watched a YouTube video of Shady McCoy highlights. Now, I know how I feel about Shady McCoy, the person, or at least the personality that he shows on YouTube or on video. But when I think about Shady, the player, it's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? I was a fan of Shady, the running back. I was like, yo, that dude's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he gets, you know what I'm saying? But the way that he carries it is part of the reason why he don't get the respect he should get. Anybody trying to hear that shit, man? Shut up. You act like you Walter Payton or something. Shut up. You act like you Eric Dickerson or something. Be quiet. You ain't Barry Sanders. Shut up. Anyway, this ain't supposed to be about him, but it kind of is. Because when I watched this video, I was like, man, Shady's crazy. Then I watched the video of just in the time that he's been in the NFL, Saquon Barkley's highlights. And I was like, that's unreal. Because Saquon Barkley kind of like if you took Shady McCoy and Brian Westbrook and smushed them together and say, here, go run the football.
No. Take Brian Westbrook out of that. Who did I use last week? I said Jamal Anderson with the thighs.
Oh yeah, well I can see that. I don't think I can see that part, but I don't think I've ever thought Jamal Anderson was anywhere near as good as Saquon Barkley. But I did. Jamal Anderson was good though. Like don't get it like Jamal Anderson wasn't no slouch at all. Mr. Dirty Bird was on his shit, but like yeah,
it's like Jamal Anderson's body, the movement of Shady McCoy's feet, and the ability to run through people like Marshawn Lynch. If you put all of them people together, then you get that dude because he can beat you just about any way. He set the defense up for that touchdown run, and it was pretty to watch because he ran the play perfectly. He ran it like it was supposed to be run. There was just enough hesitation at the line before boom, 100% acceleration in like 3 steps. Like he literally took 3 steps and he was at top speed, and you knew wasn't nobody catching that in the snow. So New York,
Saquon really remind me of
who that?
Marshall Faulk.
Don't you?
That's who you.
Oh, okay.
Marshall Faulk.
I can see that.
Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah,
Marshall Faulk.
He can do everything.
Yeah,
he can do it all, and he's really good at it. And
really
he makes
good
it look so easy. That's crazy. Marshall Faulk is probably my favorite running back that I feel like don't get. I definitely feel like Marshall Faulk don't get the love he deserves. But yeah, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, I don't know, man. Philly. I can see Philly losing this football game. I can see it. I can see it happening.
You read my mind.
I can see it happening. I can see it
Jalen Hurts too, man. That boy can't move. Jalen Hurts can't move.
Jalen Hurts. Oh yeah, no, yeah. He something's wrong. Yeah,
he can't move. Something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Yeah.
He thugged it out, but you could definitely see that he's lost some mobility. He's lost a good bit of it.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, if Philadelphia,
Dan Quinn got something for him.
Oh yeah.
If you don't think Dan Quinn, and I forget who the defensive coordinator is off the top of my noggin right now. If you don't think they're gonna sell out to try to stop Saquon Barkley and make Jalen Hurts throw that damn ball, this is AJ Brown. This is Jalen, AJ Brown, and Jalen Smith, Dallas Goddard. This
Man.
is y'all game. This is y'all's game. It's gonna have to be, even if it is in Philly, and even if you'd have told me it was snowing in Philly, I probably would have picked Philly and not the Rams, like I did.
Oh yeah.
Run, Philadelphia. Please pay attention to what just happened to Baltimore. I mean, to Baltimore. Turn around and hand the ball off a lot. Give Saquon Barkley a chance to run at them people from the right, from the left, on counters, on whatever you can design. Run the ball. Run the ball a lot until they put a lot of people in the box. And like Phantom said, here you go, Dallas. Here you go, Goddard. Enjoy that. Here you go, AJ. Enjoy that. But you're not going to be able to do that with the mobility that it looked like Hurts has straight off the bat. Don't do it. It's going to look just like what Baltimore just did. You're going to have turnovers early, and you can't afford that against the Commanders because they're going to score points.
Yeah, Dan Quinn and Joe Witt Jr. gonna be ready to go to war with them. That's just gonna be.
That's the defensive coordinator, Joe Witt Jr.
It's gonna be up. It's gonna be up.
I just said 3 names on defense: Bobby Wagner, Jeremy Chin, Frankie Luvu. Frankie Luvu's coming down in that box, and I know damn sure Jeremy Chin's coming down that bitch. He coming downhill. I know enough about him to know he comes straight down. He can do. He can cover. I know he can cover, but he coming straight downhill.
The only difficulty is that you have to be real judicious with that because you cannot miss Saquon Barkley in the open field. You can't because you're not going to catch him once he gets into the secondary. It's a wrap. It's 60 yards or a touchdown. You just can't miss him. So you definitely have to make sure that you keep him in front of you. Stretch him out to the sideline, something. Because if you coming down in there too hard and you miss, you better hope one of your homeboys got him.
Better wrap.
Marshawn, I don't know Marshawn Lattimore. You got a date. Marshawn Lattimore. I don't know I forgot who the other corner on the other side is for Commander. So excuse me for that, but
that's a big boy that want to win out there on the wing, and you know they're gonna feed him.
I'm trying to tell you, and the wildest thing of all for me is, as soon as they walk out there on the field and say, "Oh shoot," like they ain't even. And this is the part that'll fuck it up. This is when you realize that the coach is not thinking. When you walk out there and say, "Oh wait, they prepped for this already, and we ain't even started yet." Oh, well, let me just take that. Here, take that. You gonna keep doing it? Here, take that. Philly got the receivers to torture you if you let that happen. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, they will torture. They will make your life a living hell.
I left out one name for Philly, and he's been every bit as advertised. Jalen Carter.
Oh, true that.
He has been everything as advertised. Jalen Carter, brother.
Real deal.
He might not got the sack numbers, but he
disruption, just pure disruption, yo.
Yes. Yes. Let me change the way you see the world, Mr. Quarterback. It makes me think about, I'll never forget, Matt Leiter, the scaredest eyes I ever seen in my life. Ray Lewis had that man shook. I was like, ooh, look at him. Look at him. It was just, I think it was his first Monday Night Football game when he was starting. And he was like, and then Ray started dancing back and forth, and he talking that shit. And all of a sudden, you see Matt Leiter, his voice like lightened up and shit. That motherfucker eyes did like this. He snapped the ball, and it was all bad from the go. Like it's over before you even. Why you even say hike? Like you should just call a timeout, son. You was done. Like you could call a timeout, tell the coach, "Hey, put somebody else back here, bro. I ain't built for this." He scares me to death. Admit it. It's okay.
Oh man,
Like
that's
I'm
hilarious.
just saying, man. I'm just saying.
like that
But
story
nah,
with Rashad Mendenhall tells that story about Ray Lewis. The piggyback tells that same story.
man.
When he got his shoulder separated, he said, "Yeah, 23." He said, 2-3, 2-3. You know we gunning for your ass. We gonna get your motherfucker. We gonna get your motherfucking ass up out of here. He said he ran that ball up that hole. He said he saw Ray. He said I stepped on the gas. And I stepped on the gas. And next thing I know, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought my bottom half was dead. I think my soul bottom half.
Oh, God. I thought my bottom half was dead. That's
He said
crazy,
either
bro.
top half or his bottom half was dead. Like, yeah, motherfucker. Ray told me, he's like, I saw him. His play went perfectly. I saw him, but I just stepped on the gas and leaned that shoulder in. It's like, yeah. When y'all said my shoulder was gone, Ray came through that gap. It was like,
Mm-mm.
Oh
Nah,
man.
bro. Y'all let him have that. Y'all let him have that. I'm cool. Oh man, that's just crazy. Like I don't know,
There's
man.
there's nothing like that, by the way. I'm sorry. There's nothing like that.
So there's nothing like that.
Oh no, dog. There's nothing like when you gotta go. Anybody's ever had to go through that A gap, B gap, C gap. I tell them, bro, ain't nothing like, bro, when you on the defensive side of it or you the offensive side of it, and you see that damn hole open up and you see a motherfucker just sitting there waiting on your ass, like, yep, I'm right here.
Oh,
Okay.
bro, look, I'm gonna tell you some wild shit. I used to play because of my junior and senior year, I didn't play defense. I only wanted to play offense. So I would play scout team running back sometimes, just because I got tired of playing receiver all the time. So I'm playing scout team running back, and we were about to play against Smithfield Selma, and they got a running back named Reggie Carmichael. This dude is a problem. So I gotta imitate Reggie Carmichael in practice for our defense. So we're running the play, and it's like a counter. So I take my little dunk step, get the handoff, and as I turn up, I see it just, and I was like, wow. Because, you know what I'm saying? I play receiver. I'm used, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get to see this all the time. Like, this is great. I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. So I start turning up, and I hit it, and I'm about to really start running. Next thing I know, there's someone there. Very large someone. And he doesn't look very happy to see me with the ball. And I realized that other than running directly into him, there's nowhere else for me to go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Drop my shoulder. And then like when I open my eyes and shit, right? It's probably like 15 minutes later or some shit. I don't know, something like that. But yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, dog. When this part of your head right there is bleeding, because you hit a motherfucker hard enough,
That's crazy.
because you met somebody in the hole, dog. I didn't even know until took the helmet off. Or I met a dude. I never forget this because it's the first time it ever happened to me. That you said that. I'm weak side linebacker. That hole opens up. As soon as the hole hit, it's like smack, and we go sideways. I ain't going nowhere. I'm all happy and shit. It's like, hey, you know you bleeding, right? Look around like, what the fuck is blood coming out my nose? No, I'm right here.
That's wild.
I'm like, oh shit, I'm bleeding. Oh damn. All right. You all right? Yeah, I'm good.
See, man. Look, so check. Let me ask y'all a question. Matthew Stafford said after that game, he's not so sure that he's done. I think his original plan was to retire at the end of the season. But he says after that game, he's not so sure that he's done. I'm not real sure why he feels. I mean, he didn't play awful, I guess. I mean, it wasn't stellar by any stretch of the imagination, but it wasn't awful. Like he was decent. It was decent. Mm-hmm. I think he ended up like 17, 18 incompletions in total. He threw the ball 44 fucking times though. Like so that shit was, you know what I'm saying? That shit was wild, and especially when you got Williams. Williams rushed for over 100 yards. I think the Rams are another team who have a tendency at times to forget that they have a running game. And I think it cost them this time. But
It's like all the running backs have been saying, man, for the last 3 or 4 or 5 years. They've tried to devalue the running back, but you see that you have to hand the ball off. You can play all of this running gun and spread offense, all this great stuff you got, and draw up the circles and the old X's and O's and all of that. There's a reason that they have backs. They used to have 2 of them back there. Every team did at one point. There's a reason they have them on the field. Use them, yo. Like, they're your horses. Use them. Turn around and hand the ball off. I like teams that still have fullbacks. It's great. It's only 2 of them prevalent right now. It's wonderful. It's wonderful seeing a fullback in there. Run the football until the other team doesn't like it, and then pass the football. It's so simple. Like it's so simple. It may not look pretty, and the ball might not glide through the air, and everybody doesn't get the oohs and the ahs because you get to 2, 3, 4 yards in a cloud of dust. But that's how you win football games. And
Well,
pay
the
'em.
Rams got 2 of them because they got Kyron Williams and they drafted Blake Corum out of Michigan in the 5th round. So they got 2
Come
of
on,
them.
hand the ball off, y'all. Please. We got 2 quarterback happy.
The question
Quarterback
is,
happy.
to your Matthew Stafford point is, okay, if he comes back, his backup would be Stetson Bennett. Yeah, Stetson Bennett out of Georgia. That would be his backup. Yeah, Stetson Bennett will be his backup. So
He can still do it, man. He can still do it. And the Rams aren't a bad team at all. They just showed you that. You're on mute.
now,
my bad. If they pay enough attention to making sure the offensive line is good, because you're gonna have to keep him upright. Like he ain't no spring chicken and he ain't never been mobile. So I mean, you gotta invest in that. Make sure it's still solid. You got as far as the skill position players go,
You're good.
I mean, you good. Like your running backs are good. You got Puka and Cooper. Like the question really here is Cooper Kupp. But like, even if you move on from Cooper Kupp, you could draft another receiver, and you got a couple other receivers on the team that are pretty good. So,
Oh yeah.
They ain't Cooper Kupp, but I mean, you know, it might take a couple people to replace what he do. That's that's a distinct possibility. But, yeah. Hey Cooper, I heard through the grapevine from some people that I know that live in Vegas. They say that it's a great place to live.
No.
They say it's an even better place to play. Like if I was you, bro, I'd go ahead and get into that dome and live it up. Like just live it up. Just these last few years of your career, just come be the leading receiver for the for the resurgence of the resurgence of the Raiders, man. Like we need that. We need that.
No.
We need that. Why? Why we can't get Cooper Kupp?
No.
Y'all got Adam Thielen.
Man.
So we can get a passes prime white wide receiver from White Conda that's about to be on the White Conda retirement plan.
Paul Hunter Renfro.
I want him back too. Shit. He ain't old though. Cooper Kupp.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the portion of the podcast where we go to the bullshit in Kansas City and Houston Texans.
Protect protect football Steph Curry at all costs. Okay.
And I mean at all costs.
All costs. All right. If you even think he's about to get breathed on, go ahead and throw the flag. Just preemptively, they looked at him. Throw the flag, yo, because football Steph Curry must remain upright. His jersey and his pants must stay blemish free. Okay, and It's football, Steph Curry. You can't touch him. You
Bro,
can't touch him.
I ain't seen officiating that bad since I played rec league basketball. That was pretty bad. Cause when you do, and then like the two guys and they like hit each other, and not you. Yeah, the here on the flag. Wait a minute, what? No, I gotta say this. I wholeheartedly believe that the Kansas City Chiefs can win the Super Bowl without the refs cheating for them. That was crazy. And if I'm a Houston Texan, I am champing at the bit to see those Kansas City Chiefs on a fucking football field again next season.
Because they could have got beat.
Oh, my. Ooh.
Because they could have got beat. They definitely could have lost that football game.
The telltale for me and all of this is going to be how the officiating looks against Buffalo.
We already know.
If the officials beat Buffalo and Kansas City doesn't beat Buffalo, I know some shit.
It's football, Steph Curry. the damn story. I'm telling you, bro, I already see it because as soon as they won that football game, I started looking at the press. I started looking at the major outlets, and the running story is the three-peat. They already talking about it. They already talking about the three-peat, the three-peat this, the three-peat that. Patrick Mahomes is football Steph Curry, dog.
Great story. Great story.
Ooh, I got one for y'all.
Uh-oh.
Follow me on this one. Jaden Daniels does something that hadn't been done.
He's not the same. He's not the same skin tone. Yeah. He's not the same skin tone as football Steph Curry. And a three-peat means more. It's football Steph Curry until they're tired of football Steph Curry. Until they build you up so that they can smack you down at some point. That's what's gonna happen to him. But right now is his time, dog, and they're gonna make sure that he's in the spotlight. I don't know if it's Vegas. I don't know if it's just coincidence and bum play calling that seems to follow this man around, but it sure seems like football Steph Curry got favor from the football gods to me. It don't matter who's on his team. It don't matter how old the players are. It just does not matter. He's going to get to that championship game. He's going to get to that championship game. Was this 7 out of 8 times in a row? 7 times in a row?
Crazy.
It's been 7 times.
7 times, bro. We've seen this man in the championship game 7 times in a row, bro. And we've been saying similar things the entire time. There's games that we can just pull out where it's like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Make it a little less obvious that you love football Steph Curry, okay? This last one, that was about the worst I've ever seen, yo. Like, it was, and it wasn't just, it was even Kansas City fans were saying it. I got a couple of Kansas City homeboys have been, ever since we were in middle school, that was just their team from Christian Okoye days. That was just their squad. So,
Christian Okoye.
Hey, even my man said it. He was like, we can win these football, just like Sev said. He said, man, we can win these football games without the refs' assistance. I'm a fan, and I still didn't, I didn't like that, so hopefully everybody saying it so much will draw some attention to the crew that's going to play, officiate this next game, and they just call it fair, yo. And another thing, they got to do something in the offseason about, I won't say overprotecting the quarterback because I believe everybody should be protecting the field and stay safe and have a healthy career playing such a dangerous sport. But the way that the quarterbacks are using the rules to
manipulate and
manipulate the game.
defenders.
Yeah, I don't like that. The pulling up at the sideline before you about what is a player supposed to do? What's the defense supposed to do? He's
Yeah.
not out of bounds.
Yeah.
What you want me to pull up to so that he can run past me because he's a shifty
No.
type person?
Kill him.
Kill him. I got to run straight through him, or he'll run past me. So I don't. The late sliding, going down super late, after you make a move, you gonna draw a flag every single time, and they know this. So now we got flopping, a different way to flop in the NFL, and the quarterbacks can just use it carte blanche. So they got to change that at the end of the season.
Yeah, I agree. I do want to give a shout out to C.J. Stroud, man. He did not play a bad game at all. He didn't play a great game, but he didn't play a bad game. As a matter of fact, just based off of the numbers alone, he played a better game than football Steph Curry did.
He did.
Salute to Joe Mixon too. Joe Mixon had a good game. I want to see these two teams in the same situation, but with the Texans, like both of them with all of their players.
Yeah.
With the memory of what happened in this particular game fresh on their minds. You know what I'm saying? Like that's because I can't argue with a Texan if they say we got robbed. I can't argue with you if you say that because I know what I saw.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I can't say that they don't still win this game without that, but I can damn sure say that infringed upon your ability to win the game. Absolutely.
Big time. Yeah, big
You know
time.
what I'm saying? So like that's kind of where it gets real for me because I'm like, look, man, you can take it however you want, play it however you want, but at the end of the day, bad play calls, bad play calling as well as bad calls will it undoubtedly impact your team's ability to win. Absolutely. So,
and not just the penalties that are called, the ones that aren't.
That part right there, especially the ones that aren't, because the thing about a penalty is this: everybody think about the penalty as in, oh, he did so and so, he did such and such. It ain't just that; it's also a matter of field position. You understand? You playing field position games when it comes to fucking penalties too. I seen a team take a penalty because the 5 yards that they were going to get for the penalty wasn't going to hurt them. It actually was going to help them. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, smart. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
However, yeah, the refs should never have that big of a hand in the outcome of any game. Basketball, football, doesn't matter. They should never. Never. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. So here's the question then. Based on what we saw in the game against the Houston Texans, can this Kansas City Chiefs team beat the Buffalo Bills and go back to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying that football Steph Curry is not an excellent quarterback. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that he's the golden boy right now. You got to take that into account. He is the golden boy right now. And until they threw at him or he suffers, God forbid, some catastrophic injury, he has to have a second half. So his second half is not going to be with the Kansas City Chiefs. We all know this. We know how this goes. He's going to get umpteen chips with this particular team. Andy Reid's getting old. Eventually he'll leave. He'll go sit down somewhere. And then the story will continue with him like they tried to do Brett Favre, like they tried to do Aaron Rodgers, like they tried to do Joe Montana, like they try to do some of these other quarterbacks. They go other places. Peyton Manning went and got one in Denver at the end of his career. So then there'll have a story about that. Okay, the man got a 3-peat. He got umpteen MVPs. Then he went somewhere else and won another one. They love these kind of stories. It's narratives, man. They keep us watching. So the football Steph Curry, man, he gon' football Steph Curry, baby. I just believe that, like I said about 2 weeks ago, for Baltimore and for Buffalo, these next 2-3 years are critical because if they don't get it done, Buffalo or Baltimore, they can't keep these teams together.
Oh yeah,
They're spending too much paper, to win because both of them have Super Bowl caliber teams. It's just the fact of like the NBA, all of these players are playing in the era of football Steph Curry. It is what it is. So y'all gonna have to take him down. Somebody's gonna have to take him down this year, and I really hope it is Josh Allen.
man. Yesterday was the first time in a long time I seen well, this past weekend was the first time in a while I seen Travis Kelce look like Travis Kelce. It still didn't all the way look like Travis Kelce, but it looked like a version of Travis Kelce that they probably was trying to like. We're gonna have you on the field all year for sure.
It
Definitely.
looked like black wife Travis Kelce,
Yeah. You know what I'm
black
saying?
girlfriend Travis Kelce.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what Kansas City pulls out they had against Buffalo. I feel like we're gonna see a different Kansas City against Buffalo than the one we saw against Houston. And I think they do that because they know they have to. One thing that absolutely positively has to happen, without any question, you have to get in Josh Allen's face. You have to get in his face. Like if they're going to throw the ball, you have to get in his face, and you have to stop the run well enough to make them have to throw the ball. You know what
You
I'm
have
saying?
to keep them
that's
away from the 10-yard line, bro. From the 10-yard line, and then they're going to score. They're going to score. It's going to happen to you. You can't stop it. The dude is too big, and all it takes is 2 plays to score from the 10-yard line and in, man.
Josh Allen was 10 rushes for 20 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Bro, what you gonna do? That's from the 5 and in. All of them rushes are from the 5 and in, yo. He ain't taking off and getting no chunk plays. You can't stop that. You can't stop it. So, hey, I hope
It's a large human.
that's a large human, man. That's a large human. So I hope I think Buffalo Kansas City got enough on defense to hang with Buffalo for sure.
Indeed.
It's just that's gonna be 1 for 4 quarters, man. That's gonna be a great game.
I can totally see that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great game, man. That one's gonna come down to the wire too. Just like the previous game did.
So let's see here. Buffalo, Kansas City. Who you got?
I'm actually picking against football Steph Curry this year, man.
What?
After everything you just said.
You know what I mean?
What I preface that with, Baltimore or Buffalo has got to win in the next, I give it 2 years. If they don't, they're going to disassemble them teams. They're going to have to. They can't pay everybody. But I believe that the way that Josh Allen is playing right now and what he's shown us all season, he ain't trying to lose nothing. And you can see it in the football game in real time. That dude is on some sort of mission, and he ain't trying to lose nothing. So the refs going to have to call a really good one for football Steph Curry because White Cam, he's determined. And he might have heard everybody saying the same thing. You got to win it, dog. You just like Lamar. The same thing they're saying about Lamar, they've been saying about you. You turn the football over too much, and you can't win the big games. Say the same thing about you they say about Lamar. So, hey, go get it done, son.
Yeah. I feel that. Hold up. What did I do with my let me get my shit together. I'm supposed to Here we go. All right. So got Buffalo.
And Phantom called out Von Miller and said the Buffalo got Von Miller over there too, and we saw his face, didn't we?
Told you what? It's this time of year right here.
Yep. It was Von Miller time, and I doubted it. I was like, nah, he was right. He had 2 cans of chunky soup right before the game.
This time of year,
Yeah.
bro.
Let me see. That's the AFC. All right. AFC, NFC.
Mm.
I got. Oh, let me look at that first.
I guess you can call them playoff V instead of playoff P. Playoff V.
Damn. Kareem Hunt did have a good game. Kind of concerned about Pacheco. He didn't quite look the same since he came back. But I like him overall. Worthy ain't really. I mean, he's a threat to take the top off every time. But yeah, I mean, he cool. My big question is, why didn't they only threw one ball to DeAndre Hopkins in the game? 2 to Hollywood Brown. None of them were caught. That's crazy, if you ask me. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with Casey. I ain't betting against Cam. I'm not betting against Andy Reid though.
And I'm going with the fact that Kansas City almost got beaten by the Houston Texans.
You don't know me. Oh yeah. You done been around me too long. Oh shit. Damn, you done been around me way too goddamn long.
Hey.
Do I want to do it? And y'all know me well enough to know. I'm looking at everything I could possibly look at, process everything in my head. I've been doing it for a couple of days now. I'm like, damn, who playing? Who doing what? Who? Shit. Offensive line.
That's a fight.
I think Buffalo can get him though.
Okay. Okay, so look.
I got till Friday. That's my rule. I got till Friday.
All right. That's a
When the
Friday.
injury reports will come out, when I get all the injury information, you know it's way too damn early, but when I get the injury reports, I can find out who playing, who ain't playing. But I'm gonna sit with Buffalo right now.
All right. Washington and Philly. I'm going last this time. I got to do some research real quick. Hold on. Wait. Here. Washington and Philly. And of course, it's going to be at Philadelphia. So,
you know, Maryland ain't but so far away from Philly now.
Yeah, nah. I was just saying they're going to be at home. So, you know. I know they could definitely bring
They were home in Detroit. Did you hear the game in Detroit? They were at home in Detroit.
Factory.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of Washington fans in Detroit.
Oh yeah.
It was like,
well, that's all over.
We rolling.
Yeah, that's a national team, so they like the Cowboys. It's
I'm going Jaden Daniels.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm gonna do the obvious.
I about to say I think I know where Ev going.
I'm gonna do the obvious, and I'm gonna take into account where they're playing the game. There might be some more snow on the field, and playing in that field, playing in that arena with them fans in the snow, and having to run the football. If I gotta put my money on having to run the football, I'm gonna go with Saquon Barkley. If they pay attention to what just happened in that Baltimore game, turn around and hand the ball off, man. A lot. Please. A lot. Do it a lot. He should have 25 plus carries. if you're gonna use him and he's not gonna get the record, he's going to throttle down so that he can for these games. This is when you use him, dog, and use him good.
Oh man, yeah, I think it's gonna be it's gonna be an interesting game, and I say that for several reasons actually. I think that it's gonna be. I can already see there's gonna be a large number of people who are gonna automatically count Washington out of this game. Automatically, there's not even gonna be a thought about it. It's not gonna be a matter of, I don't think there's a lot of analysis going into actually what's happening. Jaden Daniels is better than people think he is.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Robinson is better than people think he is. Terry McLaurin is better than people think he is. Their defense is better than people think it is. But the Philadelphia Eagles are also better than I'd be willing to admit they are sometimes. They both black quarterbacks, so I can't take that excuse this time.
Take into account that we at the end of the season, things are getting tight, and you're seeing the absolute best defenses that you can see right now playing at the best clip that they can play. Jaden Daniels runs around a lot. He like to do the little cute stuff that they like to do, but some of them are bigger than him when they do the cute stuff. If he plays the cute stuff against some of these teams that are left here, you don't get popped, son. You don't get popped good, because at this point they trying to take out strategic pieces to teams. They playing for bonuses and rings right now, doggy. So when they hit you, they're gonna hit you good. They're gonna fall on you and lay on you and try to hit you real good, dog. Get down for your own sake.
You know what? Taking Washington and KC my pick to win the Super Bowl.
Kansas City is the pick to win the chip. I'm taking Buffalo to win the chip, man.
I can see that.
I ain't willing to go there yet.
You know what's crazy? It'll absolutely blow my mind if it ends up being a Buffalo Washington Super Bowl.
That's where I'm already headed at.
That'll be so crazy to me, man. Oh my god. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. You know what I'm gonna do tonight after since we're about to check out of here. I'm getting ready to watch the four falls of Buffalo.
30 for 30.
Yeah, I'm about to watch that. Yeah, I'm about to watch that. It's always interesting to me because those Buffalo Bills teams were really good. And I hate that they're best known for losing 4 Super Bowls in a row. But yeah, like Thurman Thomas is one of those all-purpose running backs that don't get talked about. Like he can do everything. And he was really fucking good at it. Jim Kelly, awesome. Andre Reed, awesome. Bruce Smith, out of this world. Daryl Talley. Cornelius Bennett, yep. Man, oh my goodness. Yeah, that team was crazy, man. Them Bills teams was crazy.
Neil Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. See, I remember
No, I mean not Neil
Smith with
Bruce Smith.
It came up in the it was like the Jordan era, man. They gotta look at the era that team was competing in. You have heavy hitters out there on the field on each team, so they just got caught up.
They lost to Dallas twice, 49ers once, and I believe the Giants once, if I'm not mistaken.
Giants, Bill Parcells Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They lost to a Bill Parcells team.
Yeah, with that
New York Bowl.
With the Himothy, with Himothy.
Not Himothy.
Himothy Lawrence.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Mr. Better go get you a left tackle, Lawrence.
That is the epitome, the embodiment of saying, I'm going to eat your soul, shit it out, and use to smother your fucking girlfriend with it.
Because think about something. His name is LT, right? What position did he make a premier position? LT. Don't get it. Hey, dog. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. See, sometimes you can't make this shit up, yo. Sometimes it really be real life shit. Sometimes you can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, thank y'all so much for locking in with us, man. This NFL playoff shit has been very, very interesting thus far. And I actually am very much looking forward to championship weekend. I think these are going to be two excellent fucking games. And then that means the Super Bowl should be super interesting as well. I will be very, very... All I'll say is Jaden Daniels, tread well, young man. You got this. Yeah. On behalf of the squad, y'all already know, man. Salute the Pretty King. Salute the Echo Limitless. Salute to everybody over at Panther Politics. Salute to my man, So the Interrogator, Interrogation Room podcast coming soon, the latest addition to the network. Yeah, man. We're just going to keep growing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep growing, keep going. Of course, y'all know y'all can catch us next Saturday, recorded. And then we'll be back next Monday, as always, for Monday Night Live. We love to do this shit, man. This live should be really where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy doing it. So. Yo, you already know, man. On behalf of Evan All Mightee and my man, Phantom, I am Seven Da Pantha. Y'all know what we on, man. All Purpose Podcast. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song on the station. Controlling the interest. Look